There was a young student who once came to the monastery with bright eyes and a restless heart. He spoke passionately about his dreams. He wanted to achieve something meaningful, something that would make his life important. But as he spoke, I could also hear something else in his voice. Uncertainty. He asked me, "Master, is it enough to dream big?" I looked at him gently and said, "Dreaming is where the journey begins, but it is not where the journey is built. Dreams are like distant mountains. From far away, they look beautiful and inspiring. They fill your heart with excitement. But standing and admiring the mountain will never take you to the top. At some point, you must begin to walk. When I was younger, I also had dreams of becoming wise, disciplined, and at peace. But I believed those qualities would come to me naturally over time. I thought that understanding would arrive first, and effort would follow. I was wrong. One morning, my teacher handed me a simple tool and asked me to work in the garden. The task was not difficult, but it required patience. I had to clear the soil, remove the stones, and plant seeds carefully. At first, I worked with enthusiasm. I imagined the beautiful garden that would eventually grow. But after a few days, the excitement faded. The work became repetitive. The sun felt stronger. The results were not visible. That is when I understood something important. Dreams inspire you in the beginning, but effort shapes you in the process. Each day, I returned to the garden. Some days I felt motivated. Other days I did not. But I continued. Slowly, the soil became softer. Small green leaves began to appear. And one day, without realizing when it happened, the empty ground had transformed into something alive. Your life works in the same way. Dreaming big gives you direction. It shows you where you want to go. But it is the quiet, consistent work that takes you there. The effort you give when no one is watching. The discipline you practice when excitement disappears. Many people stop too early. They begin with energy, but when the path becomes difficult, they return to comfort. They forget that every meaningful goal requires time, patience, and repeated action. There is no great achievement without small daily steps. Sometimes people ask me how to stay motivated every day. I tell them gently, you do not need to feel motivated every day. You only need to stay committed. Commitment is deeper than motivation. It is a decision you make regardless of how you feel. There will be days when progress feels slow. Days when doubt appears. Days when your dream feels too far away. In those moments, do not measure your success by results. Measure it by your willingness to continue. Because growth often happens in silence. Just like the seeds in the garden grow beneath the soil before they become visible, your efforts are shaping you even when you cannot see the outcome yet. Another lesson I learned is that dreaming big does not mean rushing blindly. It means moving with intention. It means understanding that each step, no matter how small, is part of something greater. When you work with awareness, even simple actions become meaningful. The way you spend your time today is quietly building your future. So if you have a dream in your heart, honor it. But do not only protect it with hope, protect it with action. Wake up and take one small step. Learn something new. Practice your skill. Improve yourself in a quiet and steady way. Over time, these small steps will create something powerful. And one day, you will look back and realize that the distance between who you were and who you have become was not crossed by dreaming alone, but by working with patience and persistence. So dream big. But remember, it is your daily effort that turns dreams into reality.